is who he beat last round. Panda has 2 upsets on the Invaders. He took out Quick in losers just before or during the last set. And who did he beat in winners? He knocked one of the other ones down.
He had played Diddy and Cloud. That's all I remember. I'm not entirely sure of the name.
Okay, so we are underway here, though. Tyroy, EarlOfM. I know you guys are expecting some European action. Winner of this is going to get Ixis in winners finals. Loser will be going down to losers quarters, where at least S1 will be waiting on the other side of bracket. Back to kind of the basics here. Bayo, Cloud, kind of what the game has become.
Hashtag DLC.
Yeah, hashtag DLC.
What are you going to do?
It's the world we live in.
It's a $10 match.
It is a $10 match.
But Tyroy definitely showing off what he does and knows best.
Yeah, EarlOfM, man of many characters, man of many identities, trying out the Cloud in this particular matchup. Sometimes he'll bust out Marth for the matchup, but it hasn't been going so well for him when he's done that in recent weeks.
Yeah, but I actually like EarlOfM's Cloud more than like most of his other characters. Although his Lucina, very spicy.
Yeah, his Lucina is very good. His Ryu...
I have not seen his Ryu in a hot minute.
Yeah, he hasn't been using it as much, I don't think, because sword characters are just... They've been very good in the meta, especially lately. Cloud's hard character beat in general, I've seen it out a lot. Marth, you would consider, I think, his main. But here we are in secondary land trying to beat a PGR player.
Well, he's trying. I mean...
He's been close a couple times when they've played. I don't know if it's actually happened quite yet. I know he's gotten a game here and there.
I mean, Panda having a Bayo problem while Tyroy sometimes can show that he's got a Cloud problem.
Yeah, a little bit. Ned's got a winning record on him in the last couple months, for sure. That's kind of been the only barrier for him in Chicago. A lot of other people have just been kind of falling at the hands of it. Other top guys like Big Mac and Dan and EarlOfM himself have been going down in the past. And Tyroy with a little bit of a lead here as he gets the auto link, not able to convert off of it, but he's gotten a lot better at recovery after doing what he does, where he'll go all the way up to the top and do everything that he can to just get damage in there, keep the combos going. A lot of times he was having issues in the past where he would suicide, straight up. As he was perfecting the Bayo character, he would use all of his jumps and go, whoops, like that. Whoops.
Commentator curse.
My bad, Tyler.
Well, hopefully that'll put EarlOfM at some sort of state where he can try to make a comeback. You know, Cloud has always been known to make good at making these comebacks, good at putting on these percentages where he can definitely turn the game into his favor, but doesn't seem like that's going to be happening.
Yeah, that should do it. He doesn't have a jump for sure, so that's going to be the end of it. And Bayo's so good if you're not outstanding at the recovery. The reason Tyroy, I think, has had a little bit of an issue with Ned in the past is because Ned can recover against all of Tyroy's offstage tricks.
And it's not just that. It's like even like prior to that, Tyroy has told me that Ned makes it extraordinarily hard for him to even just try to hit him, try to grab him. You know,
approaching is way harder. So EarlOfM, unfortunately, down a game here. Let's see if he can turn it around with this Cloud. Tyroy, meanwhile, he's just kind of in a spot where he's been winning over and over again. Likes of pretty much all of the top 5.
He won Raid yesterday. He won back throw the other for God knows how long, actually.
Yeah,
he's nice streak there, and Tyroy's just going out and making sure that he's showing everybody what he's about and winning these locals.
Yeah, the other guy that's been able to take him down every now and again is JJ Rockets, who we haven't also seen in a hot minute, to be perfectly honest. Although wow, this is kind of crazy. All of that recovery, and Tyroy just keeps the combo going. Oh my lord, he had nowhere to go. What do you do? He put you off stage once, and you had limit, and you got punished for having limit.
The inner Cloud man in me is it's so sad. So sad.
No, I know the feeling. The downside to Cloud that everybody talks about is, you know, especially at the mid-level, the recovery, it's just hard. It's a very linear recovery. It's not even that different from, like, a Captain Falcon recovery. At least you have the limit, I guess. But, like, if you don't have limit, it's so hard to not get abused off stage by so many things.
Yeah.
Catching with the magnet hands, staying at the right height, and a character like Bayonetta that could just go off with multiple jumps and punish you.
4 jumps. 4. But that's neither here nor there. And Tyroy's just going to take EarlOfM for a ride and close out that game.
Yeah, that's not here at all. That is down 2 here. EarlOfM just pondering life for a moment as that combo finishes him off in that game, too.
See if maybe he can have a character switch?
Might
He's
happen.
feeling it?
Yep. Maybe.
Prove me wrong? He's thinking about it?
That Cloud's not working, man. Bust out Marth. Do what you can.
Looking at his short? Okay. All right.
All right. He's going to see it through. EarlOfM, he's on a good roll today. I mean, for how stacked today was, it's not just how stacked Chicago usually is, where we'll get a whole plethora of PR players that come out to Ignitions, but now we've got some of the top European players.
Yeah.
This is a tough bracket, and here he is in winter semis anyway. So
Yeah.
he's had a good run. He's going to stick out the character, and that's just never
That's
something
just-
that you want to see. Ooh.
I'm definitely not happy about that one, but hopefully he can shake that off. And
Bayo gets in people's heads.
Yeah.
That's really just what the character does. The whole, will they or won't they with Bayonetta, and there's always been talks of bans and like all this ridiculous stuff. It's a learnable matchup, but Bayo's biggest problem for a lot of people is that is one of the quickest games, a 40-second game.
Yeah.
Now that was a suicide. You can't blame Bayo for a suicide, but like at mid-level, it's so hard.
Yeah, because talks about banning Bayonetta. Yeah, she's a good character. Granted, she probably is the best character in Smash 4, but it's not just fighting Bayonetta. It's fighting that mentality.
Yes.
Finding it in your head that what, this matchup can be learnable, or this matchup isn't so bad, or maybe something's wrong with me, and Bayo makes you kind of second guess all of that.
Yeah, and playing against Bayo is different than playing against any other character in the game. You can't, even if you go in with a good mentality, you have to keep it that way. For other people, it's like, all right, you'll go into a set and you'll be like, all right, I'm playing well today. I'm going to stick with the mentality as best I can.